You are tuned to Iri-e-learning, and I am your host, Teacher. In this mixtures and separation lesson, we will examine types of mixtures, namely solutions. Check the description box for links to all the videos associated with this unit. By the end of this lesson, we should be able to name the three main types of mixtures, define the terms solutions, solvent, and solute, identify different types of solutions, list examples of each type of solution, and distinguish between aqueous and non-aqueous solvents. Types of mixtures. There are three types of mixtures: solutions, suspensions, and colloids. However, for the remainder of this video, our focus will only be on solutions. So that brings us to the point, what is a solution? A solution is a homogeneous mixture of one or more solutes dissolved in a solvent. So homogeneous tells us that the solutions are always of uniform composition. That is, it is impossible to identify the different components of the mixture. Also, we came across two terms, solute and solvent. So it's important that we note these definitions. So a solvent is a substance that does the dissolving and is usually in a greater quantity. A solvent may either be a solid, a liquid, or a gas. I know most times you always think that a solvent has to be a liquid, but we're going to learn that solvents can also be in the solid and gas state. Water is actually the universal solvent. Most substances that are soluble can dissolve in water, and so as a result, water is called the universal solvent. Now, the term solute refers to a substance that is dissolved. So whatever is being dissolved, that we call our solute. Types of solutions. In the demonstration of the solid and liquid solution, we saw that solution was comprised of the salt, which was a solid, and of course the water is the liquid. The salt was a solute because it was of lesser quantity, and the water was a solvent, which was of a greater quantity. When the two were mixed, the salt dissolved in the water to produce a uniform appearance of a colorless solution. Since the solution was colorless, we know that the salt is still there due to its salty taste. For the liquid and liquid solution, the green food coloring and the water were mixed. Both components of that mixture were liquids. The green food coloring was the solute because it was of lesser quantity, and the water was the solvent because it was in greater quantity. Therefore, the food coloring dissolved in the water to give the mixture the uniform composition of the green transparent solution. The color of the solution shows that the food coloring isn't lost. Note that the different types of solutions that exist depend on the state of matter of the solute and the solvent used. Here we will examine types of solutions based on the state of matter of their solute and solvent. Starting with gas in gas solutions, we have both the solute and the solvent being in the gas state. An example is air, where air consists of oxygen, carbon dioxide, other gases such as inert gases dissolved in nitrogen. Nitrogen is the solvent because it's the most abundant gas in air. There's also the gas in liquid solutions, where the solute is a gas and the solvent is a liquid. An example is water, where water consists of gases such as oxygen dissolved in it. There's also carbonated drinks, also called soda or fizzy drinks, which consist of carbon dioxide dissolved in water. There's also the liquid in liquid solutions. Examples include syrup in water, and as we saw in the video, food coloring in water. There's also rum, which is a mixture of ethanol in water, and note that ethanol is an example of an alcohol. We have the solid in liquid solutions. Examples, seawater, where we have mineral salts dissolved in the water, and as we saw in our video, just simply dissolving table salt in water is also an example of a solid in liquid solution. There's also the solid in solid solution. Examples include alloys. Alloys are a mixture of metals. Sometimes the non-metal carbon may be mixed in. Examples of alloys include steel, which consists of other metals or carbon dissolved in iron. There's also brass, which consists of zinc dissolved in copper. There is bronze, which consists of tin dissolved in copper, and sterling silver, which consists of silver dissolved in copper. And there are many other alloys that exist. And there's also the liquid in solid solution, where the solute is a liquid and the solvent is a solid. An example is the dental amalgam, where mercury, which is a liquid metal, is dissolved in a powdered metal alloy of silver, tin, and copper. Let us take a look at examples of some of the solution types just reviewed. First, we have air, and air, as we know, is a gas in gas solution. Air comprises of different gases dissolved in nitrogen. The solvent is 78% nitrogen, and the solutes include 21% oxygen, 1% of other gases, such as, but not limited to, carbon dioxide, inert gases, and water vapor. Then we have our carbonated or fizzy drink, also called soda, which is a gas in liquid solution, and the solute is carbon dioxide and the solvent water. Then we have our liquid in liquid solutions, such as rum, and here the solute is ethanol and the solvent water. Then from the beautiful island of Jamaica, we have the scenery of this beach, and of course the salt water is an example of a solid in liquid solution. So the solute is the mineral salts and the solvent water. Next is brass, which is a metal alloy. In this example, brass is used to make a stopcock or a tap, and the solute in brass is zinc and the solvent is copper. Finally, we have the liquid in solid solution, for which a common example is dental fillings made from a mercury amalgam. Dental fillings or dental amalgam is sometimes called silver filling because of the silver color. However, we should avoid using that term because it does not accurately indicate the composition of the mixture or the solution. Dental amalgams consist of the solute, mercury, and the solvent is a powdered alloy of silver, tin, and copper. Also note that mercury amalgams are now rarely used in dentistry, if at all, due to the known toxicity of mercury. We should also note that solutions that have a liquid solvent are described as aqueous if the solvent is water, and non-aqueous if the solvent is a liquid other than water. Here are the summary points for this lesson. Solutions, suspensions, and colloids are the main types of mixtures. Solutions are homogeneous mixtures. A solvent is a substance that dissolves another substance. A solute is a substance that dissolves in the solvent. In a solution, the amount of solvent is greater than the amount of solute. Types of solutions depend on the state of matter of the solvent and the solute. Water is the solvent used to make aqueous solutions. Non-aqueous solutions have a solvent other than water. So it's quiz time, and you have 5 seconds to answer each question after it is read aloud. Question 1. Which of the following is a type of mixture? A. Solution. B. Suspension. C. Colloid. D. All of the above. The answer is D, all of the above. Question 2. Identify the statement that is incorrect about solutions. A. Solutions are homogeneous mixtures. B. Solutions are comprised of a solute dissolved in a solvent. C. Solutions are heterogeneous mixtures. D. Solutions can have an aqueous or non-aqueous solvent. The answer is C. Solutions are heterogeneous mixtures. That is the incorrect statement. Question 3. Andrew mixed sucrose, which is sugar, in water to form a sweet tasting solution. What type of solution did he make? A. Liquid in liquid. B. Solid in liquid. C. Gas in liquid. D. Liquid in solid. The answer is solid in liquid. Of course, sucrose is a solid and water is a liquid. Question 4. Identify the mixture that is an example of a solid in solid solution. A. Rum. B. Catalytic palladium. C. Brass. And D. Air. The answer is brass, as we know that brass is a solution of zinc dissolved in copper. Question 5. Theodore made a non-aqueous solution. Identify the statement that is correct about Theodore's solution. A. The solute is water. B. The solvent is water. C. The solvent is not water. D. The solute is food coloring. The answer is C. The solvent is not water. Remember, for non-aqueous solutions, the solvent is a liquid other than water. We have reached the end of our lesson. If you found this video helpful, remember to like, share, and subscribe. When you subscribe, you will receive notifications as new videos are uploaded. So until next time, I am Teacher with Iri-e-learning.